In Ellis County, Florida, police evacuated a mobile home park. The park floods often due to its proximity to a nearby creek, but people around there say this time is different. Debbie's taking her sweet time ambling toward land, and that's exactly what's making her such a downer. Flooding and wind damage are prevalent along Florida's panhandle, and meteorologist Sarah Walters is tracking Debbie and her damage. Sarah?
Today, Florida's Governor Rick Scott called a state of emergency to get cities the help that they need. The warning? Don't take anything for granted. Take care of your family and watch out for your friends. Chris Trenkman from our Scripps station in Tampa has been checking out Debbie's damage in Polk County, Florida.
The high winds tore through neighborhoods just like this one, turning fruit into projectiles off the trees. And you can see how this tree trunk was snapped in half. It not only pushed the branches and trunks away from the tree, but it blew them into homes like this one, crashing into their rooftops, and the people inside were forced to evacuate for their lives. Cell phone video captures the tornado cloud as it ravages Polk County, blowing up power line transformers along the way. This is Amber Reyes's living room, and this is what's left of her roof.
I can't even believe it.
Reyes and her fiancé were inches from being killed when an old tree branch broke off and landed on their house in downtown Lakeland.
When I woke up, I seen something come through the wall. I don't know, I was really scared, Yeah, I was scared.
I lost everything. I have no clue. I don't know where to go from here.
Along Lake Parker, a car was crushed after powerful winds tore through the Interlochen neighborhood. A lush park is now littered with downed trees.
Sound like a freight train, Tasmanian or something, just going right through it. It was awful.
In Winter Haven, tornado-force winds left a long trail of destruction by Lake Dexter next to the Legoland Park. Work crews try and clear branches from power lines. This tractor trailer was blown into a drainage ditch. In Terra Nova, the Garwoods lost their pool enclosure and watched a kitchen window shatter from the high winds.
Well, we were through all 4 of the hurricanes, and we didn't get any damage like this through the hurricanes, and they passed right over us in '04.
This was worse.
Yes, yes. Yes.
The storm did claim one life in this part of the state during a traffic crash. Meanwhile, work crews are trying to remove debris from homes and getting power restored. Chris Trenkman, 9 News in Winter Haven, Florida.
And unfortunately, things are not letting up for folks, especially in Florida. If we take a look at Debbie right now to show you what's going on, you can see that the heavier rain is occurring in the Panhandle. That's where we have flash flood warnings. But flood watches are in effect for much of the state, as well as tornado watches through tonight. So let's take a look at the latest stats from Debbie. Right now, those winds at 45 miles per hour. It's moving northeast at 5, not very much at all. And that pressure at 993 millibars. Now, by Wednesday afternoon, it's expected to make landfall on the Gulf Coast of Florida and then move as an area of low pressure off out into the Atlantic by Friday afternoon. You can see it's kind of a semicircle. After that, not quite sure which direction it will go. Could go up near the Carolinas or straight out into the Atlantic. But good news here, we're not going to see any action from Debbie. I guess you could say it's good news, but bad news as well, because we are behind in rainfall with high pressure and control and a stationary front. It's going to keep Debbie out of our way. We could use that rain, and you know what? We have a very dry, hot forecast coming up. I'll have all of that coming up in about 10 minutes. Clyde?
Yeah, we've been hearing about that, Sarah. Thanks.